Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WOZ Live once again. Matt Wozni here from MXPTV. Hanging out here midweek here, mid-month actually in January right now, and yeah, just been keeping low a little bit the past few weeks. So I've been hanging out a little bit and catching up on the video work, obviously, and actually I'm officially caught up now, so I'm actually pretty stoked about that. So, but anyways, yeah, I'm you know, we're gearing up for you know, the title is back to the Carolinas. We're heading back to North and South Carolina this week. Actually heading out tomorrow morning, so I'm pretty pumped on that. It should be a fun weekend. I mean, we got Greensboro Arena Cross going on, Amesville Arena Cross going on, and it's going to be you know, it's good racing. I wasn't in Kentucky last weekend, just couldn't get out there for it. So, but overall, yeah, I'm pretty excited about you know, getting out there and covering it one more time. I think it might be the last time I'll be covering it this year for Arena Cross. So, but anyways, yeah, just it'll be interesting to see what's happening and all that for sure. So, but anyways, yes, we're gonna take a look at some of the top riders kind of going into Greensboro this weekend that are definitely worth a look for sure. So. I'm going to take a look at some riders right now. We got Zach Games here. This footage is shot from Baltimore. So Zach Games is leading the points right now going into Greensboro. Just slightly over his teammate Tyler Bowers right now. Ames has been, you know, in the mix right now. Kentucky wasn't that great to him last weekend. Had one bad main event. I believe it was the second main. He had a bad main there. So really, you know, everyone kind of just really got together in the points pretty close. And, you know, Tyler Bowers, for example, he's right in the mix. He's had a couple bad Saturday nights at Worcester and at Baltimore, but now he made up a lot in Kentucky with sweeping both mains. He is hopefully riding the momentum train, kind of going right into Greensboro. He came out of Kentucky's home race, again sweeping both mains, and I think Greensboro's gonna fare well for him for sure. So, but he's got some other company as well. He's got Mike McDade, who's been a really fast you know, starter, been a really good starter, and he's just been on point, you know, a lot of the races. He's not too far out of the points either. He's there's been a top four riders in the Arena Cross guys have really been mixed up, and Willie Browning is one of these other riders as well. He's in that fourth spot, but he's constantly been on that podium quite a bit this year. So he's been doing really well. Just hasn't had the best practice lap times, but he makes it happen in the main. So also in the Arena Cross Lights East Coast, Tony Archer, Traders Racing Kawasaki rider, is currently your points leader right now, 13 points over Yamaha rider Jacob Williamson. Now he rolls into Greensboro with the points lead and pretty comfortable there. And Aaron Plessinger, one of these riders going for the Ricky Carmichael Road to Supercross in order to get the Supercross license needed for next year's series. And Aaron looked really impressive back at Baltimore. Did not have a really great weekend in Kentucky, but he's looking to come back and go to his hometown race in Greensboro and really mix it up and really make a statement for sure. Another North Carolina native coming into Greensboro is Jacob Hayes, who's running 5th in the Arena Cross points right now, and he has been on point. You know, for a lot of these races. I remember Saturday night at Baltimore, he looked really good, really solid, and I think he's definitely in the mix for sure. Another rider to keep your eye on as well is Keith Tucker as well. Keith Tucker has been you know, won a couple of Arena Cross Lights mains, but again, he's one of these riders going for this Ricky Carmichael Road to Supercross points to get the Supercross license. So definitely exciting time for that, and I think it's going to be like I said, with those riders in the mix, it's going to be a really good night of racing, no doubt about it. I think it's going to be a night that's going to be you know, it's Arena Cross, a lot of things can happen, and it's going to be exciting. And also we have you know, Ricky Carmichael will be in the house for this one. He'll be there at track party, signing autographs, you know, doing his thing there. So he'll be checking out the racing as well, and he's been doing the Supercross race the last 3 weekends, and gonna, you know, pop out of the spot for the TV broadcast and Supercross, and he'll chime in on the action in the Greensboro this weekend. So it's really it's one of his 2 stops, I believe. So it's really good to see him there as well. So also we have what else we got here? Actually, we'll ooh, we have a second camera. Hello. I got my GoPro camera here set up. So, but anyways, yes, we're gonna do a little feature now. Caught up with Miss Arena Cross, the new Miss Arena Cross, Katie. Lindsay Sheltema, formerly Sheltema, was been Miss Arena Cross for a bunch of years, the past number of years, and she's handing over the reins now to Katie Wharton, who's been you know, getting her feet wet pretty much in the sport, and she's been involved with the sport for a bunch of years, but now she's taking over the Miss Arena Cross role now. So let's ran into her during track party at Baltimore, and here's what she had to say.
Hey guys, I'm Miss Amzo Arena Cross Katie. I'm here in Baltimore. This is my first time in Baltimore, and actually my first time even on the East Coast. I live in Washington, Pacific Northwest, and this is so fun being out here on the East Coast. We're at our Monster Energy track party. All the riders are signing autographs. I'm signing autographs. All my bios on there. I'm having a blast. I'm so excited for the season start. I'm not sure what to do yet, you know. I'm still getting all this under my belt. I'm pretty excited about it though.
Well, there you go. I mean, Katie's awesome to have her involved with the Arena Cross this year as well. And we're gonna switch the camera up here a little bit. This is one thing about doing a solo. I gotta do everything. So there we go. We are good now on the main camera. And other than that, coming up after Greensboro, we're going to be doing video photo coverage from Greensboro, and after that we're going to do some visits down at Club MX south of the border, and we're going to be down there kind of mixing it up, get some filming, get some pictures down there, things like that. Got some cool video plans, ideas for down there. So we're not going to go down there for one night and come back. We're going to kind of go down there and do a bunch of cool stuff. So we haven't been there in a while. We haven't been at Club in a while. South of the border, we haven't been there in a while either. So we'll go check those places out, see what's brewing. I'm sure there's a lot of East Coast Supercross guys getting ready, so we'll chime in with them and see what they've been doing. Also, for the month of February, I mean, it's pretty much been a wide open deal. It's kind of a very calm time for me, for the site and everything else, because the Northeast, not a lot going on. Obviously, with Supercross going on, and Arena Cross, that's a lot going on there, but the Arena Cross rounds start going way west. They start going west for sure, and it's tough to get out those races and all that. So I've been kind of gonna sit home, kind of not just be lazy or anything. I'm gonna actually be doing a lot of the live video work I've been doing as well, and just trying to upgrade stuff and trying to make it a good year. I have a lot of plans for this year, and just it's kind of a good time to brainstorm and figure out what I'm exactly doing, and it's a good time for that. So that's pretty much February is going to be. The next race as of now will probably be the Elizabeth City Qualifier in North Carolina. That's one I would go to every year. That's kind of the race that kickstarts pretty much the East Coast racing season pretty much. I mean, everyone kind of wakes up from that race, and it should be good. Hopefully this year it's not as muddy as last year, but we'll see how that goes. And there might be a chance I might be doing Motorama the weekend before, but that's still getting talked about, so we'll see about that. But another thing I want to mention too before we close this out too, make sure you check back to MXPTV tonight. I'm basically every Thursday I'm doing 2 live shows right now. I'm doing obviously this show right now. Then I'm involved with the Motorsports Supercross Roundtable with we got Moto Addicts Dan Lamb, we got MXPTV photographer Matt Rice as well, myself, the Webster, basically Brett Q will be involved as well. It's always cool to hear from him, and we have a special guest Will Hahn on tonight, so it'll be kind of a good little hangout type setup. Kind of just going back and forth. If you checked it out last week, pretty much the same setup. We got some little additions we're adding to it as well, so just make sure you check that out. Actually, we're going to show you a little sneak peek of kind of some of the upgrades for that show. It's kind of a cool setup, and so here we go. We're gonna take a look at it right now, and here we go. As you can see, that's the kind of new intro we're kind of working with for this show. It might be some little tweaks for tonight's show, but it's something new. It's a kind of a cool thing, you know, kind of a little, I guess, a little hangout chat session for like an hour or so, and it's cool to see some insight and all that. So, back to basically, yeah. So that's about it. I mean, just a quick update, kind of what's been going on. Greensboro this weekend. Make sure you follow us. We're gonna be doing tweets live as much as possible. We're doing video. I'm doing video at the same time, so it's gonna be tough to me for to tweet and do live video and do video at the same time. So make sure you get on you know, follow us on Twitter at MXPTV, Instagram, Facebook, Google Plus, obviously here on YouTube if you're on YouTube right now. Click subscribe, and there's a bunch of new videos going to be you know, coming up throughout the whole year, obviously. So make sure you follow that. That's basically the first way you're going to notice about getting videos done. You know, videos that are out there. So make sure you subscribe to that. You know, and make sure you follow the action. It's basically simple as that. And thanks for tuning in. We're gonna get packing here. We're gonna leave tomorrow morning. We're gonna get out of here. Then we gotta get a head start to Greensboro this weekend, and it's gonna be a one-night racing on Saturday night. So it'll be good, and I think it's gonna be a like I said, a really fun time. So thanks for tuning in to WOZ Up, and we'll see you hopefully at Greensboro this weekend. If not, tune back in live next week, Thursday at 2 p.m. That's the target time we're gonna deal with. Depending if I get back in time or whatnot, but Thursdays at 2, I'm gonna try to keep it at that. So but thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later.